Chapter 12, Part 2. The first surname search I tried was Kaplan. Kill two birds with one stone, so to speak. This narrowed it down to a possible 10,000 passengers. Thank God I had first names too. A search for Rebecca Kaplan narrowed it down to just 28. I then tried Annabella Kaplan. Just one. Incredible. I made a note of the ship's number and tried Rebecca again. A match. Both girls on the same ship. The Mastam. As simple as that. Was it this easy? I then tried Frankenberg. 28 of them on the passenger search. I then typed in Daniel Frankenberg and pressed search. None. Panic. I tried Ernie. Then I tried Ernest Grimshaw too. None. Oh no. Sitting back in my chair, I suddenly felt a wave of despair wash over me. Where was he? Did he not travel with them? They were too young to travel on their own. He must have boarded the ship. Did they travel with someone else? Was his false identity discovered? Was he arrested or detained? Did he alight at another port along the way? A million thoughts rattled through my brain, but the overriding one was one of disappointment. I felt totally deflated. For a few moments I considered this the end of the journey. Nothing more to search for. I was here to look for the girls. I was not here to look for the girls. I was here to look for Ernie. I tried to process and focus, but I was struggling at this point. I sat there for a few minutes lost in thought. A tap on my shoulder brought me back from the hypnotic trance I found myself in. It was Susan again. She was with a short, dark-haired, middle-aged man. She introduced him as Mr. Marino, smiled at me, and then she walked away. He pulled up a chair. He could see that I was looking a little flustered. "Welcome to Ellis Island, young man," he began. "I hope I can be of some assistance." I just about found the words to explain the results of my search. I didn't try to hide my disappointment, but he didn't seem fazed at all. "Don't be so despondent," he laughed. "You've come all this way, and you let a little thing like a name put you off." I'm sure Susan explained that it isn't always that simple. To find 2 out of 3 ain't bad, as Meatloaf used to say. Your man will be in the system somewhere. We just need to track him down. Now let's see. He pulled the keyboard closer towards him and changed the search option from passengers to ships. The important information now is not who he is, but the vessel he travelled on. You found the girls. They were on the Mastam. He searched the ship and found over 62,000 records. He explained that this was the total number of passengers who travelled on the ship over the year. He used his administration login in order to track the year. If you want to look in more detailed search, you would normally have to register and pay, he told me. But for you, this one is on me. He searched for 1948. The ship had only sailed to America once that year. It left Hamburg and stopped only at Rotterdam on the way. It was a 14-day voyage, and the total number of passengers was recorded as 543. I couldn't care less about 540 of them. He then searched for males. This narrowed it down to 302. Males between 18 and 25? 46. There in front of us were the names of the 46. We already knew the twins were on the ship. Was Ernie or Daniel? Mr. Moreno scrolled down slowly. And there he was. Daniel Frankenborg, age 19, passenger number 38275. Frankenborg. "There's your man," he exclaimed, "as clear as day." The euphoria I felt again was palpable. What a roller coaster of a journey this was. He then searched for the girls again, and sure enough, they were there. Passenger numbers 38276 and 38277. They boarded together, as a threesome. He asked me to accompany him to the office, where he would give me full printouts of the passenger details and try, if he could, to answer any other questions I had. We walked through the corridors that the tourists didn't get to see. I felt important. Mr. Moreno had a great office, a view right across the harbour with the Statue of Liberty to our right. I love my job, Mr. Brunskill. You can look out over this window every morning and not be in awe of the sights. How can you not be in awe of the sights and sounds of this great city? He wasn't wrong. Again, it was a humbling experience to be stood on the same piece of earth that had meant so much to so many.